Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ruchi Pundora. So in the last video, we talked about bootstrapping process of Angular. In this video, we are going to talk about components. So what are components? In human body, we have cells, right? Cells are the basic building blocks of our body. Similarly, components are the basic building block of an Angular application. So everything you see on the UI, whether it's a button, a form, a header, is controlled by a component. What it does, it controls a part of the UI, its data and its behavior. So in an application, we have multiple components which have different functionality. For example, one component controls the header part of an application. We have another component which defines the other feature, like a form submission. Other component does something else. We have covered the definition of components. Now we will talk about how we can create an Angular component. So let's go to the terminal. Now we will type the command to create the component. The command is ng. You can write generate. You can type the whole word or just can type g. Similarly, next is component. You can write the whole word or just type C. ng generate component. Now we will have to write the name of the component. Let's say student data. So student data will be your component name. Now you have to press enter. Now it says if you like to share users data about this project with the Angular team. So just type N and press enter. See, our component is created. If you see the left side, we have now a new component which is student data. Now we will expand this component. Now we know how to create component. Now we will talk about the structure of a component. So see, we created a component. Now we have 4 files in front of us. So first we will talk about this file, studentdata.html. So whenever we are talking about template view, we are talking about this file. If we go inside the HTML file, we have this p tag here and it is written student data works. And this will be displayed on your screens. So inside this file, we write the HTML part of our code that will be displayed through this component. Now we will go to our next file, which is studentdata.css. It's your CSS file where you will write your CSS for this component. In simple terms, it defines your component's visual appearance. If you want a certain background color, you can write a CSS class and apply that class to your HTML file. Now we will move to our next file, which is studentdata.ts. It's your components class. It contains your data and logic. In simple terms, here you define your variables and write logic for your code, how you want your UI to behave. You can write all that here. In layman terms, this file decides what data the UI will show and how it will behave. So whenever we are talking about component, we are talking about 3 things. Your template, right, which is your HTML, your basic structure of your UI. Whatever you see on your screen is through this HTML file. Then we have style, which makes our UI attractive. Then we have our TypeScript file, which is your class. Here it defines your data and logic. In simple terms, the behavior of your UI is decided by this file. Now you can see we have one more file, which is this spec.ts file, which is basically for your unit testing. So if you're not writing test cases for your application, you can just delete this file. For that, you can just right click, delete this file. If you're not writing test cases for your project, you can just delete this file, or when you are writing the command for generating the component, you can just add 2 words, skip test. What it will do, it will not create your spec.ts file and will only create these 3 files. Now we know what a component is, how a component is created. what is the structure of a component? See, inside we have this important piece of code. Now let's go through this piece of code line by line. First, we have @component. It is a decorator. What it does, it basically tells the Angular that this class, this TypeScript class is a component. Now Angular will treat this as a component. Now we are defining the configuration. First, we have selector. You can say it's a nickname for your component. So the nickname for this component is app student data. So whenever we want to use this component, we can just write app student data inside a tag like this. Let me write here app student data. Let's go back to our class. So basically this is your nickname for your component. So whenever you want to use your component, you need to use this tag, app student data tag. Then we have template URL. Now we are defining the template URL for this component. Similarly, this is your style URL. Here you will define your CSS file for this component. Correct? So basically this is your configuration. Now we have one more thing here, which is imports. It is an array, as you can see that. If you're using any other component, directives, modules, so you have to import here first, so you can use this in your component. For example, if you're using forms module, you can write here forms module. And it will import forms module for you. See, a component also has a life cycle too, which we'll talk about in detail in some other video. So this is pretty much everything about components. So we have talked about the definition of component, how we can generate a component. We have pretty much covered everything in this video. So before I go, I want to talk about an important thing, which is, see, HTML is your view, TypeScript file, your class is your behavior. See, for this component to work, there should be some sort of communication between these two files, right? So how does that happen? So Angular components support data binding, which allows communication between the class and template. So with the help of data binding, these two files communicate with each other. Data binding is a big topic and we will have multiple videos for that. So we will keep this video short. So this is it. Let's summarize what we have studied till now. We have studied what is a component, how a component can be created, structure of a component, which is your template style and your class. So we have pretty much covered everything about a component. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.